And we dodge this ultimate, and then we can re-engage. And this is how you want to do it.
Insolent peasants! Prepare to die. They dare not strike back to the death. I never hold back. Strike quickly, strike deftly.
Hey guys, welcome back. We are playing Fiora today. She's a late game scaling split pusher, super strong in those 1 versus 1s. She has a lot of true damage, so it is a champion that does really well into bruisers and tanks as well. Her damage is just absolutely insane, but she needs to get to that late game first. The weakest part of Fiora is the early game, but even the early game you can actually do stuff if you manage to play around the passive. So the passive are those vitals you see here, so you have to hit the target from the right spot. If you do so, you're going to deal true damage, you're going to heal, and you also get a short burst of movement speed. Your Q is a dash, and if you hit something with it, you're going to get some of the cooldown refunded. This is mainly used to like position yourself around the vitals, you know, so you can proc them more easily. Just say like, she actually has a pretty strong level 1 just because of that passive alone, so you can look for fights despite being a late game champ. And that Q also works on wards, towers and such, so it can help you push faster. So your E guys, the first part of your E is an auto attack reset that is going to slow the target, and then the second part of your auto attack is a guaranteed crit. Now if these vitals are in a bad spot, what you can do is that if you walk out of vision like this, then it's going to reset. This is something you should be doing, especially if they're in a bad spot. And then you have your W, so what it does is that it is going to block out all damage from champions, not towers, but from champions, including debuffs, CC and such. And if you block out something that is an immobilizing spell, and you hit somebody with a skill shot, it is going to stun them. So this is the hard part about Fiora, is that you have to be really good at timing this W, so you use it perfectly. And then it also cripples the enemy champion, so it reduces the attack speed. Nice, so that worked out, thanks to the Triumph. The Master is pretty good at diving. I should probably have let him hit first because he has the Q that will reset the tower aggro, but he got a double kill, so we'll take it, that's fine. Now you have two options, you have the Divine Sunderer and you have the Goredringer. This one is the most common thing though, because the active can help you proc the passive proc as well, so it gives you a bit of extra damage and also tankiness, that's also nice to have. And then you also get that ability haste. You can also go for Divine Sunderer, Trinity Force and Stride Breaker. There are a couple items you can go. So, as always, you want to play around the vitals, try to have them in a good spot, and then constantly try to proc them, because it also heals you, so you do have a lot of sustain. Divine Sunderer can be really good against tanks, because of the passive, but Fiora already has true damage, so you don't get that much benefit from that armor pen, even though it's still nice to have because of your abilities and normal auto attacks. You don't benefit as much from it compared to other champions who don't have true damage in their kit. Remember to use that Q as well when you want to amp up that damage, especially under the towers. Use it to like reset the auto attack. So you can actually do that twice with your Q as well as your E, the first part of it. So that W guys, you don't always or only have to use it against CC because it cripples people. You can also just hit that W on a champion that is very auto attack reliant, something like a Kill or Tryndamere, because it's going to take away the attack speed, and when that happens the damage is completely gone, right? So it's also a big counter to just auto attack reliant champions, even the AD carries, you know. So you don't always have to use it as a counter to CC. And you can also combine that with your Q and a W just so you extend the range of it. Now we have the ultimate up, so that is going to reveal all of the vitals. And if you proc all of them, or if you proc something and the target dies, then you're going to get this big healing zone. I don't need to use it here, I think. Yeah, we don't need to use it. It's a bit brutal that we are playing like this. It's a very toxic way to play. Really leaves the enemy top laner with no choice. But if you manage to proc all the vitals, or if the target dies and you get to proc some of them, it's going to leave up a big zone that heals all of your allies. So we can go ahead and reset. We got the tower plate here. Remember to use that E as an auto attack reset when you fight and when you push, and also that Q. We got the whip here. I'm gonna get this, and then we get the tier 1 boots. This inactive helps with that extra bit of damage. Remember that when you fight as well, you want to make sure that your Q hits something. Because if it doesn't hit, then you don't get that cooldown refund. And if you don't get that refund, it's going to go in a much higher cooldown, 8.64 seconds. Means that you lose all of your mobility. But if you hit it, then you can see the cooldown is going to get reduced by 50 seconds. Extremely important that you do that. If you don't, it's going to be a lot harder to fight, especially because you don't get to proc the vitals as often. Just constantly, dance around the opponent and just try to proc as many vitals as you can, because that is what is going to give you an advantage. We got some extra nice damage off. Thing is, Kael's ultimate, I'm actually pretty big counter to Fiora's, because she can nullify all of the damage and the vitals and stuff, so it's a lot harder for you to fight her. So she's like a soft counter and becomes even more obnoxious later on. Both are really hyper scaling champs. Fiora can out DPS most champs, but she has to be able to gap close, and if she cannot do that, and she constantly gets kited against something like a Kael, then yes, it's going to be very difficult to look for stuff. Okay, that's the ghost down. And the Kael is moving. Oh, we see her top side, so that's fine. We just let this wave push in because she's staying really far back. So just keep it like this and then let the wave push in here. And this is how you punish people if they just play it super safe. Might still be at the tower. She's actually here still. Master Yi is also topside, looking for another dive probably, but she's not able to farm this way. So this is how you punish people if they just start to play super safe. Superior wave management. And she's gonna lose the cannon too. We don't want the wave to be too big. He has the ultimate up though. There we go. And then we can just use that E and Q to push down faster. I'm just gonna go ahead and reset here because I'm pretty low HP. Means that we have the gold ringer now, so that's of course a big spike. Usually when you get this item, then you can start fighting a lot of those worst matchups. And then just Q, so you get a little bit faster back to lane. That could be the difference between you getting a cannon minion or not, so you never know. This wave is going to push towards us, because there are 3 minions, and it's further pushed into the hill side. And this guy is getting abused pretty hard, but that is what you can do with superior wave management. Of course, Goldringer also helps you with a wave clear, because Fiora's wave clear is absolutely non-existent. She does not have any good AoE damage, meaning that she really struggles pushing down waves. But that is where the Goldringer and the Ravenous Hunter comes in, because as soon as you have these items, then a wave clear actually becomes good. When you push, auto attack and then Q. Auto attack, reset with the E, just so you can push it down a bit faster, right? I'm gonna get some good vision around.
Do not hesitate.
We can see the enemy jungler if he comes. We can probably 1 versus 2 at this point. Should be no problems. There's a fight going on bottom side. Again, we just want to zone her away. Because if she starts playing really safe, this is how you want to punish them. And we dodge this ultimate, and then we can re-engage. And this is how you want to do it. Save your W for that CC ability coming in, and you can see I dodged this ultimate with my Q. So Fiora is actually really good at kiting people. Extremely strong at that. So yeah, it's going to take a while before you can really master this champion, but you can pull off stuff like this. The Ripperonis to this kill. Then we can go ahead and push. So the thing is that you don't really have any mana. So you can go for Presence of Mind if you want to, because that is going to solve a lot of your mana issues. Otherwise you might end up running out of mana a lot of the time. I'm not gonna push this wave out. I'm just gonna go ahead and reset because I don't have any mana. I'm gonna place down a ward here so I can see how far they're pushing up. Tiamat helps with the wave clear, and then I'm gonna get tier 2 boots as well. They have pretty auto attack heavy composition with the Vayne and the kill. And also Hecarim, also a couple of auto attacks. And the Katarina too, so these are the best boots you can buy this game, but if they have a lot of CC, just go for the Mercs. It's pretty rare that you get the Mercs though, mostly because if they have a lot of CC, you just get Tenacity instead of the Alacrity. So the mid game started, and when that happens you just go to the side lane because she's a split pusher. Not very strong in team fights, like she's okay in team fights, but not the best. She shines in the side lanes because that is why she can start destroying people. Just W here, take away the attack speed. We don't even need the ultimate. There we go, and the wave clear is a lot better because we get that AoE damage on the Tiamat. And the Godringer, that helps us with pushing down the wave faster. We just keep split pushing in the side lane here, just keep AFK pushing. Usually you want your bot lane to have the tower taken down, because now we don't really have anything to take in the top side, besides maybe the jungle camps, but bot lane, you have a lot more stuff to do. Now we have the red buff, so when we show in the top lane wave, we just go into the enemy jungle, take away the jungle camps. Just try to be as annoying as you possibly can. That is your job as a split pusher. Hecarim coming in. I'm gonna help with the counter gank. Oh, she did not have anything. You can see the damage is insane, and when you have Ignite, guys, because they nerf teleport, right? So when you have Ignite, you have a lot more kill pressure, especially against those who heal a lot. Like the Hecarim. Even Fiora also heals a lot, so Ignite is also good against her. Anti-healing. But this is basically what you want to do. You really want to impact the game by split pushing as much as possible in the side lanes. After you show out the waves, you go into the enemy jungle, take away the camps, and if those are gone, then you just try to gank somebody. You can push really fast because of the Godringer and Tiamat combination. And then just take away the jungle camps. That's a ward. He's not getting his camps. Ooh, that's maybe a bit too much. That's a bit too much action. I did not expect 4 people to be here. If I had my ultimate up, then I definitely think I could kill all of them. Unfortunately, not enough gold for the Ravenous. But it's fine. I trolled a bit up here, get away shot down. That's of course not worth it. But yeah, it is what it is. So when you are hit as a split pusher, usually get the lens here or the normal ward. Lens is to clear out the vision, so you can like flank around. When somebody's up here to farm a minion wave, you can flank without them seeing you, which will allow you to get a kill. I'm just gonna go ahead and sell the blade, then get this and a control ward, and then we just repeat the split pushing. The bot lane still has not taken down the tower. Of course, we also stormed top lane really hard because we had the Master Yi doing Master Yi things, auto-attacking people on the tower, killing people, and then just getting perma-fed. So he should start playing more around the bottom side now, because there's nothing else left to take top side. I'm just gonna keep split pushing, and then I try to attract as many people to come top as possible. Take up the wave before you use that Gourd Ring or active, just so you can get that AoE damage onto as many minions as possible. Oh, that ward expired. Okay. Gonna get a control ward down. You can take down the tower here, but don't take the inhibitor down this early. Because the opponent is just gonna get free farm and you can't really take any objective. Ooh, well, way too many people again. We don't want none of that, so I'm just gonna get out. But the ultimate is down on the Hecarim and the Katarina, so this is probably worth it, because I did not die. But we got a lot of stuff out. Now we can just repeat, go back to the lane, and hopefully it's going to be a 1 versus 1 or 1 versus 2 this time. Katarina's ultimate has grievous wounds, that's why it's a little bit rough, because Fiora relies a lot on healing, you know, and if she cannot do that, then rip. So,
You have slain an enemy.
I actually prefer he uses it mid lane,
Precision and grace.
so you can get this tower down too. Because even if you get the tower top, I can't do anything with it, because I cannot take the inhibitor yet. I can, but I don't want to. I want to take it when the Baron is up, because then we can like take down the inhibitor and then go for the Baron. But if you take it right now, there's nothing else to do, and I will not get any farm. Because we will spawn super minions that will just constantly kill their minions, and then I will get 0 farm and XP, and the kill will be able to farm for free. Let's push this wave out. Hecarim is bottom side, as we can see on the minimap. Alright, I'm just gonna back off now. Honestly, I can respect this kill for not rage quitting, because I know at this point, if this happens to most players, they're just gonna peace out, you know, just instantly log out. Respect to this guy for still staying in the game. That is impressive when you compare it with the League community. This stance is the next item, because we have the Ramnus Hydra now. This is gonna make us super tanky, really hard to take down. It works against everything except for true damage. So even though this item only gives you armor, it helps against magic damage too. And that's a very fed Katarina. Not quite what you want to see. I'm gonna flank the Hecarim. He's probably looking to come this way to gank the Master Yi. I'm gonna go this way here. Unfortunately, did not hit him. The Janna is a little bit annoying. I don't get to proc the entire ultimate, unfortunately. Oh, she also has some anti-healing. Oh, I need to get out. The Katarina is not something we want to deal with right now, because she is insanely fed. But I want to keep split pushing. But when the objectives are up, then it's fine to group, just so you can secure them, and then... Ah, sucks. I lost the tower and lost the cannon. Why does this always happen? Are they going for the Baron? But they're not. I'm gonna make it top just in time for a big wave. Clear that out. I might need some anti-healing too. Actually, I have a decent amount. But spend as much time as possible in the silence and be really patient with how you use your W, because you don't want to waste it obviously. That is the only thing that's gonna protect you from a 1 versus 2 and such. I'm gonna get some anti-healing now, because we definitely need it. Katarina has healing, Vayne has healing, Hecarim has healing. Even the Kill has healing. Okay, Master E going. Watch out for the E into the tower, or the walls. Okay, Flash is down. Diana might come to slow him down. He's not. Remember, your Q also works on the wards. So you can actually take down a little 1 ward before it expires if you do it properly. Let's hope we can secure this one. We have Master E, so he's just gonna shred the Baron. I barely do anything to the Baron, but it's just Master E, just completely shredding it to pieces. There we go, we can keep chasing. They're on the vital procs. Show the Vayne's attack speed, because that actually cripples the AD carries a lot. I have some anti-healing, but it looks like we don't have enough, sadly. We just have to back off here. We got the Baron, so we got what we wanted to. Just have to peace out. We also don't have the AD carry with us, so pretty bad fight to take a wall. Alright, so we can resume the split pushing. Now it's going to be a lot better because we have the Baron buff, meaning that the minions are going to be empowered. We can actually chase. Just have to make sure there's like a wave or something. There we go. Tagging people with the W, guys, the slow, the cripple is just so annoying. Don't just use it to counter CC abilities. You don't have to. You can also just use it to cripple somebody. Tag an AD carry with the W and their attack speed is gone, meaning that they won't be able to do as much in fights. Back to split pushing.
Double kill.
Master is doing great again. That's awesome to see. When you push it down, 1 auto attack Q, auto attack E. Allows you to push it out a lot faster. I think he's gonna take the blue buff. Yeah. The anti-healing obviously helps a lot. Blue tries to get that when oh no. Well, he went down really fast, but absolutely blasted. He's a little bit squishier with this build because he has this item, so he needs like 1 more item to be tankier, but now we have the Death Stance. This is like a core item on every single bruiser just because of how OP this item is. Like, it is so broken. Now I can go for this Champong here. I should probably go for it. It also gives some damage, but mostly for the anti-healing. And then you can get something like a Guardian Angel. You should probably get the Guardian Angel in a full build. Just because it allows you to fight better and not die, and it's also good against something like a Katarina because if she managed to take you down, she does not get the reset. Nice, and there we go. That should actually be it. Unfortunately, no pentakill. I am sorry. But this was how to play Fiora, guys. I hope this was helpful. As always, thanks for watching and see you all in the next one.